Hello, everyone. It's a little bit late tonight. Today was a busy day with church this morning and Sunday school, and then lunch and a little bit of relaxing around here. But then we went to Sioux Falls and helped serve a meal and worshiped with the church Freedom's Gate. It's kind of like a worship service for people that have come out of prison and just yeah, it's a really neat ministry that they have. So our church provided the meal, and so we went up there early and got the meal started. And I ran over to Sam's Club for a few things, and boy, it's crazy on Sundays at Sam's. That was not a good idea, but I got the stuff back to the church, and we served the meal, and it was really neat to spend time with that congregation there in Sioux Falls. So we finally got back now, and so I thought I would do this video for a few minutes. And the theme that I decided to pick today for our thankful thinking is integrity. And I think that we can be thankful that God gives us the chance to be people of integrity. When we worship the Lord and have Jesus in our hearts, it gives us the ability to be people that have integrity in our lives. Let me start with the quote, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it. So integrity is the theme that I'm talking about tonight. The quote that I picked is, "You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time." And that's a quote from Abraham Lincoln. So it's very true. And I think it relates to integrity. You know, you can try to fool people, but who you really are on the inside will come out at some point. I did a children's message this morning, and so I'm going to turn my camera around for a second and kind of show you what I did. Gary preached about integrity in his sermon, and so turn this around a second. And here you have to pretend like this is beautifully wrapped, because I kind of rewrapped it and taped it up from this morning. But I showed the kids a gift that was beautifully wrapped with this bow on top, and I said, "It looks really nice, right?" And so I asked one of them to open it for me. And so when they opened it, let's see if I can open it with one hand here. I probably can't open it with one hand. One second, I'm going to set my phone down. Okay, that was not very good. It was just black for you guys. Anyway, after they opened it up, then the little girl that opened it looked inside and she said, "Oh, it's just garbage." And so I showed it to all the kids, and yes, there's just trash in here. There's a can, there's a bottle, there's an old rag, there's wrappers, candy wrappers, and there's a mushroom wrapper. And so we talked about how that's really disappointing when you see something that is beautifully wrapped, but inside is just garbage. And so it reminded us all that we need to be people that are the same inside as we are on the outside. Hopefully it is good on the outside and good on the inside. When God is in our hearts, when we worship the Lord and try to live the way He wants us to live, we are going to be people of integrity. It's going to be the same. What we show to the world is going to be the same as what we show to our friends, our families, and we'll be the same person when we're just by ourselves. It's difficult because we aren't perfect. We're going to mess up sometimes, but for the most part, we can try to be people of integrity that follow what God wants us to do. Proverbs 10:9 from the NIV is the verse that I chose, and it says, "Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever takes crooked paths will be found out." So we need to walk in integrity. And I think that can relate to thankful thinking, because yes, we will feel more thankful and more grateful when we are trying to be true to what God wants us to do. If we are saying that we're a Christian, but we're doing things that are not what the Lord wants us to do, it's going to create a lot of anxiety and conflict in our lives. But if we are living the way we say we want to live, then it's going to present more peace and we will be able to have more joy in our lives. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe it doesn't relate to thankful thinking as much as I thought it did earlier, but I think it's good for all of us to think about integrity. So I think that's it for tonight, and I will be back tomorrow with some more thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.